Hello, my wonderful people, viewers and subscribers. This is a very important information. But first of all, before I proceed, I would like to thank Oga Donald J. Trump for speaking for Biafrans. In fact, Donald J. Trump don't come out now making his stand known in a public interaction that he is 100% behind Biafra exit from Nigeria, because that is the only solution to stop the Christian genocide going on in that zoo they called Nigeria. I would like you to listen to this message from this our brother Chinedu of Biafrans in Finland. That is his YouTube, Facebook and TikTok profile name, so you can as well follow him. He brings this message to my doorstep this morning and I said, wow, this is very, very important. Oh yeah, let us listen to him, and then we'll come back here to discuss more from the comment section of this video. And there shall be also some interjections moving forward while you are listening. I'm also listening with you. Oh yeah, let's go there. Please like, share, comment, and make sure you keep subscribing for more interesting videos.
J. Trump have just made the most sweetest step over this issue of Biafra agitation. First of all, just take your time and listen to this particular video. And I believe that the Nigerian government will never allow this kind of information. They will never allow this video to surface on their platform so that the whole world will know what is going on now. I believe you are aware that Mazi sent a letter to Donald Trump when he got to power in 2016. By then, I believe Mazi was in Kuje prison then. But when the letter was sent through Mazi lawyer, then through in the embassy, they sent their letter through embassy, then getting to Donald Trump. But immediately Donald Trump saw the letter that Mazi sent to him as of then. So he ignored the letter, because how can someone being in prison then sending a letter to him? That is the reason why he did not react to that letter that Mazi sent to him, where Mazi was congratulating him on his victory on that 2016. So when he ignored that letter, reaching 2025, when he come on seat again, Mazi still wrote another letter again through his lawyer, and I believe all of you are, in fact, all of you are aware about this particular letter, that some of the lawyers of Mazi conveyed through embassy again, sending it to Donald Trump. So after Donald Trump went through the through those letter that Mazi sent to him, so he penned it. Now, the reason why that letter that Mazi wrote to Donald Trump then become fresh, or for him start looking into that letter now, is because I believe all of you are aware when some Israel government officials then sat in the parliament then discussing about the recognition of Biafra, and then requested from their Prime Minister Netanyahu for the recognition of Biafra. So now, what Donald Trump went as far as saying now is that let the Nigerian government conduct referendum, and it's not only just the Nigerian government that is supervising it. That is going to send the U.S. congressmen to be on ground. Let them go and conduct a referendum to the southeast part of Nigeria. In fact, I would like make you take your time and watch this particular video. This is an interesting step. In fact, after watching this video, you get to understand that as you are just following me, the only thing I want you to always do is that before you start watching this video, click the share button so that another person will follow you to watch them at the same time. Because some of the enemies of this recognition will never like to see this kind of video. Just watch the video, my people. Do not forget to drop your willing, like your opinion in the comment section. What you think? Just watch the video, guys.
Okay, today being the 28th day of the month of February of 2026, to be honest with you, things are getting very interesting and very fascinating as we speak. It's don't happen. Well, the president of the most powerful nation of the world and his political cabinet, for the very first time, have spoken on issues. We could change the Biafra movement. It will change ramifications. And this will make you happy. It will make you leave the comfort of your home, enter your state, be happy, begin celebrate. So what did happen? In this video, we shall be giving you a thorough breakdown of every single thing. We don't suck behind the scenes so that you'll be able to understand. We're going to use very simple English and very simple words to break them down. Okay, so let's begin. We know say Mazi sent letters. He don't write to Donald Trump before. He wrote to Donald Trump in 2025. That was last year, December. But all of us know, say, in 2017, Mazi wrote to Donald Trump. Yes, in 2017 he did. And he writes to Donald Trump in 2025. These two letters combined, it don't shake the whole U.S. political system. So what did happen? In 2017, Mazi wrote a letter to Donald Trump. Showing right now on your screen at this particular letter. Feel free to double check or fact check me. Okay, I will leave link to this update on your screens if you want to go and get it and see it. He wrote a letter to Donald Trump congratulating him on his victory. That was in 2016 elections. I think in 2016 when Donald Trump was sworn in as the president of the USA in 2017, Mazi wrote to Donald Trump. Okay? But the problem with it is Donald Trump did not, and his political cabinet did not take the letter of Mazi in 2016 seriously. Why? Because of that letter was sent from Mazi in prison. I think he was in Kuje prison when that letter goes to the desk of the US president. Now, open letter, to be sincere with you. This is the letter showing right now on your screen. As you can see, you can pause this video to read them and understand. It was clear Mazi was congratulating the president, Donald Trump, and also informing him of the Biafran struggle and every single thing that has to do with the Biafra movement in that said letter. Donald Trump did not perceive it as something being genuine, because how can a man in prison write a letter to me? So this letter was pushed out. It was scrapped out because from prison they come from, okay? Meaning say anybody fit write them, send them to him. But then things got really, really interesting when, as of last year, Nnamdi Kanu wrote a letter by himself which carried his stamp and signature. Some of you might be wondering why would Nnamdi Kanu sign to a letter as of last year December, and because of saying 2017 his own letter was disregarded because nobody believed or trusted it was coming from him. Okay, letter was sent by Aloy Jimako through the US Embassy in Abuja through a formal route. The first one was an open letter, meaning say anybody see him, everybody see him. It was available for everybody. But this one sent to the US Embassy was released only by Aloy. Then take a photograph of the letter and post them. Okay, that's something say you don't see over time, countless times. When that letter was sent to the US president as of last year, it was received because it went through the embassy. Okay, in that letter, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was asking, or he asked for 4 important things. So you say, if you follow the Nigerian political system, you know, say Donald Trump himself, they handle out of 4 things where Nnamdi Kanu demanded. Donald Trump don't take care of almost 2 or 3. Make I show you. In the letter, Kanu urged Trump to do it. And the first one is launch a US-led independent inquiry into unaliving of Christians and Igbo people in the eastern Nigeria with access to mass graves, military logs, and survivor testimonies. And like we all know, Donald Trump currently gets military personnel on ground to deal with the insecurity in general in Nigeria and insecurity against the Christians, as noted by Nnamdi Kanu. It will be the second one. Convene emergency U.S. congressional hearings focused on the human rights situation in the southeast Nigeria. This one has been done. A lot of U.S. congressmen don't speak about the Biafra movement and the Biafran insecurity. Everything that they affect the Biafra movement, they don't speak about them. The third is to impose targeted sanctions, like sanctions against Nigeria and the rest, which you know say Donald Trump don't sanction Nigeria. But the fourth one, which don't happen as we speak. The fourth is the biggest. The fourth demand was support an internationally supervised referendum on self-determination for the Igbo people, which he framed as a peaceful solution to ongoing tensions in Nigeria. And this one now, 9 don't begin happen. This fourth one is very simple and straight to the point. Nnamdi Kanu is asking the USA to assist the Biafran people for internationally observed referendum. Not the referendum maybe seen at Tinubu or APC go organize. No. He doesn't want Tinubu to organize a referendum or APC, because if we cannot talk, but we know how voting can be in the country. Don't be waiting you vote. Sometimes don't be waiting you vote, we see as a result. But he wants international bodies to come together, come together and supervise a self-referendum. Now it's they happen. Now things don't kick off, because as we speak, more than 5 to 6 congressmen in the US political system have spoken on the issue of referendum in the southeast, one way or the other. We'll go through their names and wait till they talk. The very first person, a Republican congressman known as John James, as you can see on your screens. It's in talk. Republican Congressman John James, a U.S. lawmaker, publicly commented on Nnamdi Kanu's conviction and linked it to broader concerns about alleged anti-Christian prosecutions in Nigeria, an issue related to part of Kanu's appeal, but he did not formally call for a referendum on Igbo or Biafran self-determination. He no speak about referendum directly, but he don't indirectly tell you say people of the Igbo region have been marginalized in Nigeria. We will find a way to help them. He raised that issue. The second person, a man known as Jarvis Johnson, India represents the state of Texas in the USA. He wrote to the US Congress urging to intervene with the Nigerian government to seek Nnamdi Kanu's unconditional release and described Kanu as a leading advocate for self-determination. Okay? Now, number two, we also have a man, a lawmaker also in the USA. We don't also have plenty. I can't, if I see if I begin go through their names one after the other, we'll feed it tomorrow. But hundreds, hundreds, at least 10 people in the US political system don't they ask for referendum? Don't they ask for people? May the USA intervene in the case of Mazi and Kanu? As we speak, as of today, things don't change drastically. That letter where Kanu sent, it has now been received. Before, since December of last year till now, we're not sure if he can get that, because from the actions we they see now, people are now speaking up. Different lawmakers are speaking up, calling for the White House to put in place policies that will assist Mazi. People are now speaking up and airing their views. This is a massive one, and this definitely will go a long, long way. And trust me, we cannot wait and see what will happen from Monday. If the US lawmakers are speaking up heavily, if Israeli, the Senate parliament can also speak on the case of Mazi and Kanu, if different countries of the world are speaking on behalf of Mazi, it will only give us signs, say, something big, something dramatic is coming the way of Mazi. And this is not the biggest one. For Donald Trump to allow his politicians speak about the Biafra movement openly, Donald Trump has done something big. This is a first step. This is a first step to the biggest freedom we everybody they wait for. The US political system has now received, officially gotten the letter Mazi and Kanu sent, and actions are in place. Donald Trump has done the biggest for Mazi. Some of you will be like, this whole thing don't mean nothing. Now we don't see people call for the release of Mazi and Kanu. We don't see. We have seen it, but have we seen it in this capacity before? Maybe see the USA and its congressmen, congresswomen, but they speak in one voice. Have you seen such in this capacity before? This is big. Like I always tell you, before rain fall, there will be signs. It's either the weather will change or wind. You will perceive some kind of smell in the environment. Then they call rain. Before freedom will come, you will see signs like this. So if you think this is small, wake up from your sleep and smell the coffee. This is big. This is a game changer. And Mazi and Kanu should go and rest and be rest assured that people they in back. People will want them to live here in day plenty. How many? Okay, you guys called him a terrorist, but you called him a terrorist. How many terrorists in the world? You don't say the whole world is speaking and calling for their release. The USA will not allow its politicians call for the release of any terrorist. Will be a terrorist. It's one thing for you to be called a terrorist and you are not. The US will not allow its politicians call for the release of anybody they could taint the country's image. This is to show you that Mazi Kanu is not who they claim he is. If he was that person, nobody will call for his release openly. A state governor in Nigeria will not go and visit him. Everybody will detach themselves from him. Everybody will leave. Everybody will move away from him. That's how he be. That's how he be. I'll tell you the truth. See this guy with the UK prison, Ike Ekweremadu, that did some organ harvesting, that tried to do organ harvesting. Tell me, how many politicians in Nigeria don't travel go see him?
Some people might say that this is an old news or whatever, my brother. This is not an old news. You can as well recount the things that have been mentioned here currently, but they use the old news to compile it based on the letter Nnamdi Kanu wrote to Oga Trump 2016-2017. So now it has come in place because the latest statement of Oga Trump, he made it very clear that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Biafra must have their peace. So please, as you are watching, make sure you are circulating this message. I think we have come to the end of the message. So let us not drag it more, because what is left behind is not something I will have to worry about. But no matter how you take it, I don't think we'll have much time to read comments. But I want to hear your own comments on the comment section of this video. Tell me what you think over the matter. because they said whenever we brought information here, it's just for public consumption, so that you as well can bring your own ideas on how to move forward. Okay? I'll be waiting to hear your own comments, or rather to read from the comment section of this video. Have a nice day. Very good luck. God to bless us.